Alright, let's talk all things pecs. So, with the pecs, obviously they're a very large muscle group, and with weightlifting and trying to gain hypertrophy in this muscle group, sometimes people can wind up with excessive soreness and some twitchiness or maybe some really tight fibers running throughout their pec. What I really wanted to show, though, is aside from just the musculature, I really want to take a look at the nerves. Because if you're not having much success getting rid of soreness and chronic issues like that, you've got to look a little deeper. So if we look just at pec major, connects over here on the sternum, also connects underneath the collarbone, comes down and connects to the humerus. What it is responsible for is several things. So it is responsible for lifting the arm a little bit, and then also for coming in kind of like a chest fly. Straight up, just lifting the arm up. Works different fibers. It also rotates your humerus internally. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what it does. You guys all know this, but just showing you in a little more detail. So notice right here where it looks like it's twisted. It is. So it twists and connects to the humerus. So the important part when you're working pec is if you're looking at all these different angles of the fibers, you've got to hit them from different angles when you're stretching as well, too. So let's talk about chronic kind of achiness, fatigue, soreness, and irritability in the pecs when it comes to nerves. So if I take off pec major, we look at pec minor. It does not attach to sternum or collarbone. It comes right here off of the front of your shoulder blade and attaches to ribs 3, 4, and 5. That crosses over this big brachial plexus bundle of nerves. So a lot of times when people have some pec issues, they'll also complain of some funky things down in the arm, sometimes not. Just wanted you to be aware of the fact that it does indeed sit right over those nerves. The main ones I wanted you to look at, though, right here is the medial pectoral nerve. What that nerve does is motor to pec minor and to pec major that we just took off. Okay? It stems off of the spinal cord, as do all nerves, and it comes off of the lower cervical levels, like C5, 6, and 7. Okay? It really, truly is more like C8, T1, but it has a little bit of connection just where it's coming off of brachial plexus to a little bit higher up in the low cervical. Now, when we're looking at, not that guy, when we're looking at the lateral pectoral nerve, which looks more medial, but truly it's a little bit more lateral when it's coming off of brachial plexus. This guy only innervates pec major, the big guy that we just took off. So just wanted to give an overview because if you're stretching and digging around on your pecs and it's not helping, you've got to take note of the nerves in here. So I like to throw in nerve glides for people where they're really just gently working on loosening up where those nerves can get stuck in the musculature. And the one that I really wanted to make you pay close attention to is see how these nerves are coming, they're piercing through that muscle. I can get you spun around. There we go. So it comes through the backside and goes through pec minor and comes around to the front. So the other issue is that sometimes people will stretch too aggressively, and they can actually almost amplify the problem because if they're stretching like crazy and then pinching down on these nerves, and then that nerve is now irritated nerve is going to irritate the musculature that it supplies. So just a little overview, wanted you to have a little deeper look at that.